G'day, Jason from 12 Volt Shed. I'm here with a product called Tyre Dog. This is a very simple four-wheel system made by Tyre Dog, distributed here in Australia by a company called Zylux out of Melbourne. And I've got to tell you, what a fantastic little product. Very simple little module that screws onto your valve cap. Internally under the dust shield, oh look out, Tyre Dog's picked up that we've got a low pressure situation, is beeping to let me know. In here's a little battery. These are temperature and pressure monitoring units that will report back to the head unit. Very, very simple. We simply screw that onto the cap. The kit does come with a locking ring, so you can Allen key lock these on to prevent theft. And straight away that's picked up that this tyre here is at 19 psi. They are motion sensed, so if you want them to get it to broadcast, I just give them a little flick and it will broadcast their current pressure. Basically records PSI and temperature, so if I press my temperature button I can flick that over and see the temperature of each tyre, and I've got a light that I can backlight at night. You can set the high pressure warning and the low pressure warning and a temperature warning in this. Very, very simple to set. Come in a variety of different configurations, the Tyre Dog product, right up to semi-trailer, you know, 18 wheel, 20 odd wheel systems, whatever you need. I find very versatile for their caravan and RV industry. Got a bit of a bad rap in the early days because of cheap LED lighting. Cheap LED lighting, as it pulsed, emitted an RF frequency that it tended to interfere with a lot of the early tyre pressure monitoring systems. Since then they've added a little bit of algorithm to that code, and all reports are that this product's now very, very stable. With the multi-wheel systems beyond 4, they come with a little relay that extends that capability, and as your caravan departs from your vehicle, those sensors will drop off. But as you see, this is a basic 4-wheel kit. I personally wouldn't leave home without this on a 4-drive adventure. I find it particularly important on a recent trip we did through the Simpson Desert. A trip like this here on beautiful Moreton Island, when you're doing low vehicle speed through what I call quite sandy inland tracks with a lot of sticks, you may have a puncture that you will not feel because you're doing very low speed in a quite soft environment. Oftentimes on a freeway at higher speed, you'll know a tyre's going. You get a shake in the wheel, you feel the vehicle pulling to one side. But in soft sand, at low pressures, and I've got these, as you can see, about 19, 20, you'll often not know that. So knowing that a tyre's going down early so that you can take the opportunity to put a plug in is fantastic. Having that early warning system and being able to put a plug in a tyre at, say, 13 psi is far, far easier to put a plug in a tyre than when it's 0 and flat, or you've done, you know, horrible damage to your sidewall. So probably the detractor of products like these, and I always like to give a bit of a balanced review on products, probably the one negative I have is if you have this on a caravan and you do a bearing and the wheel departs, you may not know for quite some Ks. It's important for you to understand that no matter what type of TPS product you buy, I believe, and feel free to comment if you're aware of products that aren't, but these units are single direction. So they will broadcast to the head unit. The head unit does not ping back to say, are you still there? So it only transmits information in one direction. So if the wheel goes missing off into the paddock and you keep driving, then it just remembers the last setting. You won't know until you pull up. What I've found from experience is that any wheel bearing issue will generate a lot of heat, and you'll often get a temperature sensor warning, which is fantastic, well before that wheel departs. But that's just something to be aware of and understand the limitations of products like these. But overall, a fantastic product, and as I said, I definitely wouldn't go on a trip like this without it. So for more information, you can visit the the Zylux website, so www.zylux.com.au. You'll find a link there to Tyre Dog and more information on the product. Thanks for watching.